Right, guys, welcome back to the show. We have another music reaction.
Ooh.
This is Dax.
Can you not tell summer's coming? That's when
Yeah, right.
coming out, eh?
This is Dax to Be a Man, and just like the Ren song, if you haven't watched the Ren reaction, go watch that. But just like this one, this song catapulted right to the top of my list.
Ooh. I've heard some of Ren's stuff, but not Ren, Dax's stuff, but I'm not sure if I've seen this one.
Dax is a fantastic rapper, but this song is not so much rapping as it is singing, and it's got a really good message.
Oh, let's go.
It's about men, how to be a man.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can.
Straight away, it's got the tearjerkers vibes.
And explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Oh, wow.
It's not about how you feel, it's what you provide. Oh, speak to me! How many times I've fucking sat and cried in the car or in this very room before I've had to compose myself?
Really?
Mate, so many times. Yo, come on, you must do as well. Must have a little moment to yourself. You got your friends and family around you at the time, have you? Yeah, well, you're a woman.
No.
We're struggling in silence.
No, do you know when I struggle? Do you know what I do?
Go on.
Go to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I literally have to close my head off.
Just charge. Yeah.
Yeah, I know this life can really beat you down. You wanna scream, but you won't make a sound. Got so much weight that you've been holding, but won't show any emotion. As a man that goes unspoken, that we can't cry when life gets hard. Unconditional love's for women, children, and dogs.
Unconditional love is for women, children, and dogs.
Yeah, but what about
Tell
when
me
that
if that's not
child
one of the
grows into
truest
a man?
sentences.
That's just, why should it change?
Well, it does.
But why?
Because then when the child grows into a man, he has to provide. And if he doesn't provide, he'll be lonely. It's just, I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with that's how life is. But if life isn't that way, men don't become anything.
Yeah, they need the struggle.
Men have to provide, not for those they're providing for, but if we don't provide, then we have no purpose. We have no reason to be here. Like, providing allows the family to grow, and without the family, you have no legacy. Like, it's just, it's crushingly painful, but yet I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
We know that we just have to play our parts, and don't nobody give a damn about our broken hearts. Yeah, as a man we gotta pave our way. Our only function is to work and slave. There's no respect for you if you ain't paid. You're disregarded as a human and you can't complain. And if you ever make it up and actually reach that place and find a woman that you love and give her your last name, you'll feel the things that you provide is only why she stays. And when you try to explain, you'll say, I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand.
Fuck it out, this song.
I just hope I can explain what it's like.
It's crazy,
to be
mate. It's just
a man.
every word.
It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse.
Wow. Generational curse.
And it's fucking how many boys inherit their father's trauma? Do you know what I mean?
Wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with mental health. Then grab that
mate.
bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man you provide, they don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't broken heart.
Isn't that the fucking truth? Isn't that the fucking truth? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Usually the best, mate.
We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be your man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it also paints a reality. It's the struggle of being a dude, the struggle of the weight of the world on a man's shoulder.
Do you know what it's made me feel?
Go on.
A little bit ashamed. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't have to do it yourself, but you also in the same breath have to do it to be the man.
Yeah, if you don't do it yourself, you can't become a man.
So it almost feels like if you help too much, you're de-skilling and, taking that away from you, your manhood and all the rest of it. But then you sit there in your thoughts of you're not helping as a woman. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I saw a great clip. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. It's just a very, very quick clip of a man and a wife or man and a woman in a restaurant, and there's 2-3-year-old toddler is off his chair and he tries to get on the chair, and the mum reaches over to try and help him, and the dad's like, no,
let him do it.
Let him fucking struggle, because if you don't have the struggle, you can't get on the chair.
Yeah, exactly. How is he going to get on the chair if you don't let him struggle?
He's got to fucking struggle, and that is a metaphor, and it's a symbolism for fucking life. Yeah. Like, so many fucking times I've fallen down, fallen over, had to dust myself off and get back up again. And every time I do that, or anyone does that, you become stronger, more resilient, you become tougher, you become better, you become more skilled, you become more driven, you become more determined. Yes, there's no denying anger also grows, and frustration and annoyance, and why the fuck have I got to go through this? Why the fuck is this fucking, why is this so difficult? Why is life so fucking hard? But then you take a step back and you look, and you've got a family who love you, who are there for you, you've got friends, you've got a career, you've got a vision, a direction, you've got a path to walk down. There's also so much fucking beauty but if it wasn't for that struggle,
you need the struggle.
You've got to have the struggle. And it's just, I think this is just a little song to go, do you know what? I've had enough sometimes of the struggle. The struggle's really fucking hard. And I've just got to let this out. Absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful. But fucking beautiful song.
As like what I was saying about women as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Was like, we don't help. Yep. We overcompensate. We do too much.
Sometimes.
And my sort of, for me as a mum, I remember Archie, it was time for him to go in his own bed, right? He was still a baby. He wasn't a toddler or anything. Yeah. You can't do that. He's got to be by me. He's got to be with me. He's got to be by me. And Mike was like, I've been here. I've done this with my first son. We kept him in our bed. It doesn't help. He will be fine. Yep. He will struggle.
He'll cry for a night and then
he will be fine. And do you know what? To this day, that boy, he's happy to sleep in his own. We've never had an issue with anything like bedtime routine, nothing, because Mike was like, no, this is how he needs to do this. Yeah. And he took charge of it. Yep. I hated every second of it.
Of course. But it was the best thing.
It shaped him. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And it's another example, like when you're at school and your son's being bullied or whatever, the worst thing you can do is go into the school. Yeah. The worst thing you can do. That boy or that girl has just got to go through it. Yeah. They've got to go through it and find the path that ends up being. But make no mistake, you can tool your son up or your daughter up before they go back into that battle.
Absolutely.
Give them some armour. Yeah. Give them some fucking wise words. I remember my mum telling this to me when I was being bullied at school. Mavril Smith, you little cunt. Mavril Smith at school.
Don't ever let us see you in the street, mate.
Mavril Smith, right? And the little fucker was the year younger.
What fucking name is Mavril?
Mavril Smith from Burgess Hill, you little twat. And he bullied the fuck out of me at primary school, right? And this particular day after school, he came up to me and he smacked me in the nose. I got a bloody nose, started crying. I was like 7, 8, whatever. Ran home, and my mum dusted me off. You know, she gave me the comfort and guidance I needed because I was in pain. I'd just been punched in the fucking nose, and I was being bullied, and my friends were watching, and there was shame. You know, why didn't I stand up for myself? Blah blah blah. And then my mum said, she sat me down, she knelt down, got to my level, and she goes, "Next time that happens, you grab him by the ears and you headbutt the motherfucker." I remember her very specifically saying that to me. And she was like, "It's okay. If he touches you again, that's what I want you to do. And I want you to do it so he doesn't get back up again." And I was like, fucking hell, okay, I've got my mum's approval now. I'm not going to get any trouble. And the next day he came up to me and he punched me again, and I grabbed him by the ears and I headbutted him, and he didn't get up.
Nice.
And I never had a problem after that. Exactly. I never had a problem. So you've got to let them struggle, but you've also got to tool them up.
Your mum couldn't do that for you.
No, indeed.
You know
she wanted to. She wanted to.
My little one had exactly the same thing. Whole of primary school, this kid was at him.
Right.
And he said he came home the one day and he went, "He kicked me in the balls today. It hurt so much I thought my willy broke." Those were my son's words, right? So I turned around and I said to him,
"It's not funny."
It's not, is it? And I said, "When you go in tomorrow, you twat him. If he comes near you, you twat him." Picked him up from school. The teacher said, "Excuse me, Mrs. Barrett, can we have a word a minute?" And I went, "Yeah, what's the matter?" She went, "I actually got into a fight today." I went, "Oh, a fight? That's not like Archie." And she went, "Yes, she hit this kid, right?" And he sorry, Arch. He hit.
That's not going to help.
No, is it? He hit this kid, right? I won't say his name. And I was like, "Oh, so it wasn't a fight then?"
Right, yeah.
Because he's been bullying him for like 3 years. We've been back and forth. We've talked about it. We've done this, that, and the other. And he hurt him so badly yesterday, which you're probably aware of because he would have been crying on the floor. And you didn't even ring me to tell me.
Wow.
Right? So I gave my son the instruction that if he started again today, to just twat him.
Nice.
And Archie went, "I did, Mum. I hit him." I went, "Great, mate. Let's go to the shop and buy you a magazine."
Nice. Again, you got to when your boy or girl stands up for himself and defeats the evil, you've got to praise it. You've got to praise it.
And it went on for years.
Yeah. There's obviously a fine line, right? Yeah, if Archie had pummeled his face into and gave him brain damage, no.
That's not acceptable.
That's too far, obviously. No. So you've got to teach the boundaries perfectly like you do, and then you've got to leave it to the child to understand the line and the point in which you're preventing somebody from hurting you again. That's all you need to do.
But it is. It's women giving guidance and helping, but like the struggle for men, I don't think women really realise how tough it is for you guys.
Yeah, and in the same breath, men don't realise how tough it is for women. There could be a song equally as beautiful about this, about childbirth, about that struggle, about all the struggles that a woman has to go through. There are equal as many, but this just happens to be. Let's have a look at it from the dude's perspective, and it's fucking heartbreaking.
You don't get many dudes coming out and being open enough and singing this way. This is completely raw and open, and it's exposed his insecurities about himself being a man, you know, as well.
Indeed.
So
indeed,
I've loved it.
It is. I also think any man who's in their late 30s, early 40s will understand there's a lot of how do I word this? There's been a number of times in my life where I haven't been able to provide to the level that I once did provide, and then you quickly find out who sticks around and who doesn't.
Mate, they don't.
You quickly find out. So the concept that a man's life is filled with conditional love is poetically real.
Yes, correct.
It's poetically
completely
real.
Correct.
It's beautiful. And that's why I think the connection between a man and his mother is historically meant to be so strong and so powerful, assuming you don't have an abusive mother. But that original bond between a man and his mother is so sacred because she is the only woman who will give a man unconditional love.
Yeah.
There's no other woman who does that in a man's life. Even sisters, even nans, there's a condition.
Yeah.
If you don't do a certain thing or you don't behave in a certain way, then my love will disappear. That's conditional love. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but some mothers do that as well.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Did this song speak to you, or do you think it's rubbish? If you think it's rubbish, I don't want to know who you are. So
if you think it's rubbish, you don't have a soul.
Guys, we'll see you on... what else do they need to do?
Oh, they need to give us a cheeky... You were about to say
Sorry,
goodbye.
I'm sorry.
You will be. I'm going to beat you now.
I'm going to grab your ears.
Please.
No. See you on the next one.